What a gwan, peeps, what a gwan. It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles today. And you know what? I was thinking I was going to put a little finance message up on TikTok, but the cards I started pulling, I thought, know what? This is a YouTube jobby. Even if it's 15 minutes, this can't go on TikTok. This is a YouTube jobby. So, on that note, it's all about the finances. So if you have not subscribed yet, why not? Hit the subscribe button and alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. And just in case you didn't know it and you haven't heard, I'm doing a giveaway for my new subscribers. I've gained a whole load of new subscribers. I thank you. I'm grateful. I appreciate you. And that's a mantra I say every morning as well when I'm chanting. But I've gained some new followers, so I thought I'd do a giveaway. So the end of this month, the last week in this month, I'm not sure what day because I might be travelling. I'm keeping my fingers crossed I'll be travelling. But I'm going to announce the actual winners of this giveaway. And I'll tell you what I am giving away if you haven't heard. Firstly, I've got the good tarot. And if you haven't seen this before, now's your chance. These are lovely cards. I mean, look, they're still in their packaging, whatever. Because I actually sell tarot cards. But I'm running out now and I'm thinking not to do them anymore. I'm not sure. Because there's some cards that people go for. Like I had previous. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now. But if you want these cards, okay, just put in the comments, love and light and tarot cards or whatever. Tarot. If you want some white sage, just put love and light, white sage. If you want some Palo Santo, and this smells fantastic actually, just say love and light and Palo Santo in the comments. And last but not least, if you would like a reading from me, say love and light reading. And I'm going to announce the winners at the end of June. And just to let you know, this is open to TikTok, this is open to YouTube, this is open to Instagram. So if you happen to be one of my followers, because I'm gaining followers all over the place, and I'm like, oh, thank you, I'm so grateful. Let's get us up there. We got a message to give. I do get comical with it sometimes, but they are serious messages that I'm getting from spirit. So you can see the humor behind it, but at the same time they are serious messages. So on that note, let's get on with this little finance session. And the first cards I pulled, because I was just going to do this for myself, honestly, but when I saw these cards that I pulled, I thought this is a two-in-one message. Not only is this about finances, but it's about things that are hindering you to get that finance as well. Will soon become apparent what is going on. So the first card I pulled was the Five of Roses. Now, this is from the Akashic Records. And I don't do this with the Akashic Records very often. I usually just pull one card for the collective on TikTok on a Saturday morning. These are my Saturday morning cards. But I just thought I'd pull them today because we're talking about money. We're talking about our futures. We're talking about, well, it's basically about the Akashic Records. And the Five of Roses, roses in general in this deck is about relationships. It's about people. And so we've got the Five of Roses here. Immediately we see the number 5. And it's all about change, isn't it? Now, this one is called the Garden. And when you look this one's about children. And it's not even, you know, it's just your children in Dreadle, whether they're little, whether they're big adults. Their children are still your children. And for some reason, Spirit's showing me that you're going to be focusing more on your children. Are you going to go into business with your children? Is that what this finance message is all about? Or is it that you need to focus on your children more to get them to where they need to be? Who's to decide? Because look here, we've got the light of the world. This is all about your higher self. This is all about divinity. This is all about all these star seeds, the indigos, the rainbow children, the light workers, the spiritual beings. This is all about this. There's things you should be doing, to be concentrating. You could be manifesting right now. Is this got something to do with the children in the garden? I don't know. But look, this is like Spirit knocking on your door and saying, it's time. But what is it time for? It's time for you to get busy. That's what it is. Because look what we've got here now. We've got the Two of Keys. There's something that has disappointed you in your past. Was it to do with money? Was it to do with relationship? Was it to do with situations? I don't know. But you're not looking behind you and seeing the chest. Do you know what I mean? You are concentrating yourself in the wrong areas. Especially if it's relationships. You, instead of concentrating on relationship, you should be concentrating on the pentacale, the money, the dosh, you know what I'm talking about. So, this is the overall message. Now, let's see what's going on here. Because remember, there could be two situations here. It could be about your money. I was trying to make this about the finance, but it looks like all of this is intertwined. Is your children involved in your money situation for some reason? Do you hear the calling from spirit who's trying to knock on your door and tell you something? And are you looking in the wrong place when you should be focusing on other things? Because what I've got here now is, I thought, I'm not leaving that there, because I did pull these for myself originally, and this is why I've got it in this format and you haven't seen me shuffle, because I pulled these out for myself. But I thought I'd get the Law of Attraction tarot cards out. These are cards I was thinking about selling, but they're very unusual, because although they are the tarot, they give different meanings because it's a different type of system from the Rider-Waite. So let's see what the first card is that comes up. And the first card we've got here is the Knight of Pentacles. Are you being a slow-ass mofo about your money? You taking... Do you know what? Look at this two ways. Either you're being lazy and just being stagnant about your money, and you should be working on your money, and or you are taking your time and figuring out where your specialties lie, what you want to do with your time, your energy, your money, your actual assets, whatever. You're taking your time. This is the energy I'm getting. It's not to do with the stagnation. This is to do with you sitting back and analysing the situation. And yes, you're standing still, but you're standing still for a reason. And here what we got here now. We've got the Four of Wands here. You're thinking about your 1111, aren't you? You're thinking about what you want to do with yourself. You're thinking about what's making you happy. You're thinking about, and do you know what, the 1111 card, or I call it the 1111 card, even though it's the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands thinks about home, what makes you feel happy, your home, your stability, your connections, whatever. Sometimes in a love situation, it could be to do with the person that, you know, a situation you're thinking about. But 1111 is to do with how you feel comfortable and whatever. So you're pondering about what you want to do about your situation, aren't you? Because look here, we've got the King of Wands here. Are you going to suddenly take action? Now, this is where the two stories come in. Are you going to be action packed to the point, forward thinking, forward movement? Are you actually going to take action on whatever you're thinking about doing? Because remember, when it comes to your money, if you truly want to make money, and I know this could be a little bit controversial now, but people should be focusing on their actual dreams. People should be, because of what's happened with COVID as well. Because of what's happened with COVID, and people have lost jobs, they've lost money, they're having to focus on other things. Not even lost in jobs or money, but working in a different way. And because of that, it's given people more time on their hands to think about what they really want to do. Are you focusing on your passions? Are you going to move forward with your passions? Are you going to move forward about what you're good at? Because remember, if you're doing a job that doesn't feel like work, then the money will follow. Do you know what I mean? I always say, stop doing something for the sake of doing it just to make money, because you're never going to enjoy it. If you do something, even if it's a hobby that you've concentrated on, or something that, especially over COVID, and you've suddenly gone and got out your hobbies and everything else, and you realised, this is what I really want to do with my time. A lot of people have changed how they think. And you know, in the future, jobs are never going to be the same as what they were previously. So anyway, I could go on about that. But this is you being action-packed and through the point, okay? You're having strength while you're doing this, because you're thinking, this is not my normal route. This is not what I normally used to do, but I always talk about getting out of the matrix. I don't know if you've seen any of my earlier videos. I've got two channels, Valerie's Naturals and Valerie's Naturals Oracles. On my Valerie's Naturals, there's a lot more personal stuff on there. Well, I haven't done that lately, but there's stuff that I've done, little series like getting out of the matrix, which is basically stop doing the 9 to 5. That's not, you're just chasing the paper rather than the paper chasing you. Get that? Did you get that, collective? Stop chasing the paper. Let the paper chase you. Let the pentacale chase you. And that means, you know, starting your own businesses, doing something that you know, start your own business, start doing something with your hobbies, that your passions. Instead of doing the 9 to 5, clocking in, clocking out, and doing a job, you're doing it for the sake of the. And sometimes it can be hard to start your own businesses. Sometimes it's hard to actually go for that, even if it means going for a promotion. If you do, some people do love their jobs, but they're just not being paid what they're supposed to be paid. It's time that you sit down and you set your goals and you think, I want a promotion. I want to do something different. This is what you should be thinking about. So this is what this card is about. It's about strength. Now, this is the 3 of Cups. Now, normally in the 3 of Cups, it's either celebration or a third-party situation. But because we're talking about money, this is you open the door, opening the key, opening the lock to your future. You are thinking about your future here. You want to go ahead and celebrate. You want to have the judgment. You want to have the judgment and the discernment to figure out what you're going to do with your money, your finances, your time. You want to make the right decisions, don't you? This is what I'm getting from this. What a gwan, peeps, what a gwan. You really thinking hard about this. Don't be in this stagnant energy. You don't want to be the hangman. You want to think long and hard about what you really want to do. Because look here, are you opening the key, but you're standing back and making a judgment? Is this what this is about? You've got the key, you've got the lock and the key. Do you know what? I used to get this. When I first started this started recording my spiritual journey, I kept getting this thing about the lock and the key. You have the key, somebody has the lock, and you can open the door to this opportunity, especially if you're a divine person. If you've been touched by divine, I call it being touched by divine, because you're now following your intuition. You have an higher self that talks to you. You have spirit within you that's telling you what to do, and they know that you are the key to somebody's lock, to something, or you are the key to your financial freedom. You are the key to your financial freedom. So don't stand back and make judgments about the situation when you know intuitively what you should be doing. Please don't be stagnant in this energy and thinking about elsewhere, going elsewhere. Now, you can take this lover's situation in 2 ways. This is the lovers, by the way. This could be your union with spirit. Instead of stagnating in this could be your union with spirit. And this is where the second story comes in. You're being stagnant about a love situation because you know that it's toxic. It's no good for you. And you can also look at it. Oh, look, I've got my cup. But you can also look at it this way. You are being stagnant and not listening to your intuition. And it's causing all sorts of problems. It's causing all sorts of stagnation. Look at the bone collector. Please don't be procrastinating, because look here. Is it that you've got 2 choices? But one of those choices, again, look, do you see, look, we've got the devil there, and then you've got the devil in the background. Have you got a devil on one shoulder and a cherub on the other telling you what to do? Is that what it is? Is this why it's showing up the stagnancy? This is all about the Pentacali. This is 2 stories here. You could actually look at this. You're working on yourself. You are here thinking about what you want. This could be another person. This could be the person in your life. You're having strength because you know you've got the key, but this person might have the lock. There's a judgment being made, and you're having to be stagnant about this love situation because you know this person is toxic. But you have 2 choices now. What is these choices? What is this all about? I don't know. But also, similarly, this is about your money. You taking your time, thinking about what you want. You're manifesting what you want. You are being forward and action-packed and having the strength because you know you stand in your power and you have the key. You have the key to your success. The judgment is here. You're making a judgment, though, and maybe you're procrastinating because you're not listening to your intuition and giving in to all those insecurities that you have. You have choices here about your money situation that you need to make. Or is there decisions that you need to make? You're at a crossroads now. And let's see what we got here in the bottom of the deck. This is the World card in this deck. Do you see? Look, there's a puzzle here. Is there a piece missing, or have you found the piece that is missing? Because look here now, we've got, in this deck, this is the Moon card. Your intuition is finally kicking in, isn't it? Your intuition is finally, again, you could take this in two pieces, right? This is the World card. Some things are changing. Karma's kicking in, whether it's good karma or bad karma. Somebody had secrets and they're probably having bad karma now because of the secrets they didn't tell you. But similarly, this is your intuition. Do you see your third eye? This is you and your intuition kicking in. Because look here. Although you may feel, this is the Eight of Swords now. The Eight of Swords is all about being up in your head. Why are you up in your head? Is it because you feel like you're, some people might think that you feel like you feel like you're alone in this situation, don't you? You are never alone. You are guided and protected. Trust and believe. You are guided. There's no need for you to feel this way. I know it's a hard slog sometimes, but you've got to keep moving. You've got to keep going because there's nothing but rewards out there. Let's see what the next card is. Oh, this is a doozy. This is the Four of Pentacles, okay? I know it's hard, but you've got to start keeping some secrets. You've got to walk in silence, collective. Walk in silence, because there's things that you're doing in the background that people want to steal, because some of these things that you're doing are good ideas. Do you see the password? Not any and anybody can get past you. There's secrets you've got to keep. Look, let me show you this. Let me show you this. It may be a burden to keep these secrets, but secrets you must keep. You must withhold your information, your time, your energy, whatever, because things have been illuminated. That things are changing. Here, look, let me show you this. Things are changing for you financially, okay? Things are, if you want to talk finances, this is your changing financially for the good. Good karma is hitting you now because of what you've been through in all these situations that you've had in the past, okay? It could even be to do with your children. It could be to do with your awakening. It could be that you've lost out on some certain things. But big things are gwan for you, honey. And now the world is churning. Things are changing. It's been illuminated to you that although you've been through whatever you've been through, you know you've got to walk in silence, because there's unscrupulous people out there that would steal your ideas. I had this earlier with somebody else in TikTok earlier this week, and you know, and it so resonated with me. I was in their energy and I did flick some cards, but nobody appreciated it, I don't think. But anyway. But I'm telling you, this is the tale of two stories here. This is to do with a love situation where things are changing. This person know they kept secrets from you and they're now in their head and they can see you withholding back. Or this is to do with your money. Things are changing. It's been illuminated to you that although it's hard for you to do this, you need to keep silent. Simple. You can look at this two ways, but this is the law of attraction cards. I was trying to make this to do with money, but you can see the two stories coming out here. But basically what the summary of this is that although it feels like a slow process, you've got to be working on what you love rather than what you think you should do. Don't chase the money, make the money chase you. Manifest like a mofo. Get your happiness. Have strength, because you have the power, you have the key, you have the lock, you have everything. And spirit is with you. You are in union with spirit. What I gwan, peeps, what I gwan. Heed the message, collective, because I'm telling you, although it might be a hard slog, I'm telling you, it might be a hard slog and there's going to be obstacles in the way. Look at this obstacle. As you're coming up, as you're glowing up, as you are the boss bitch, the boss man, you get obstacles thrown in your way. Devil entities thrown in your way. Devils trying to attach themselves to you. Empty vessels, what you want to call them, reptilians, whatever you want to call them. Some people in their reptilian brain. Do you know what I mean? Coming forward with their nonsense. But don't put up with it. Some of these people think that this is not real. People, you see this is about jealousy. This is about obsession. This is people who is coveting what you want and what you've got. You've got talents and you don't know it and they see it. You have a light, you don't know it and they see it. Trust and believe. You need to be guarding your energy, your space, your time. And if people are wasting your time, kick them to the curb. Let me tell you something. I learned a long time ago. You can tell a person from who they are from early, but sometimes your subconscious just overlooks it because you think, oh, I've known this person for a long time. Oh, I've known, even situations like work. Oh, I'm comfortable here. But are they paying you what you're worth? You've known somebody for a long time, but they're sneaky and deceptive. But all you can think of is, oh, I've known this person. No! Do you know when you go on this spiritual path, it teaches you so much. It teaches you to go through the dark night of the soul. Your eye is forever open and you can't go back. And you see deceptive people. You see deceptive situation. You see deceptive energies. Okay, and it's you are now using your discernment because spirit knock on your door and tell you what I gwan, peeps, what I gwan. Anyway, I'm going to stop this now because this was meant to be a reading for myself. But when I looked at these cards, I thought, yes, I've got to give this to the collective. This is all about the money thing. This is about the pentacale. This is about the obstacles that you might face. But what Spirit's saying here is that you will overcome. We will overcome someday, very soon. I can't sing to save my life. Anyway, I'm going, collective. I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, it was originally flicked for me, but I thought I've got to give this to the collective. So take it in, and don't forget, I'm running a giveaway. Just say love and light and whatever you want. And if you've got this far, give me a purple heart too. So I know you watched the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the alert bell, like, share, comment. It all helps the analytics because to subscribe is free. Anyway, I'm going. Take care and nam yo horenge kyo.